Hi guys, surprise! I'm here with you with a regular update video this week. First of all, I want to apologize. Neighbor kid is playing his drums and we're not overly close, not like we're next door, but you may or may not hear that. And then Leah is in here like normal. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Sarah. This is my YouTube channel, Stitching by Sarah. This is a channel about my little addiction, or not so little addiction, as you can see there, called cross stitch. Thank you to all my returning subscribers and viewers. I really do appreciate y'all that keep coming back week after week. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you watch my channel frequently, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and like the video and, tell others about me. So try to boost my video subscriber numbers up over 1,000. So this past week, I had a wonderful time meeting with two of my subscribers. Both of them had won something. One of them lives, like half hour, 45 minutes from me. Actually, maybe like 15 minutes from where I work. The other one lives in Arlington. Well, not in Arlington, but she lives around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So on Saturday, went up there to the Stitch Niche and met her and her daughter. It was very nice meeting both Marianne and Arlene. I really did enjoy meeting you both. I believe both of our, let me back up. I believe in the conversation with both of the ladies, they were saying that they like the charts from Paula Vaughan, but Paula has large charts. Some of them are very close to full coverage. I wanted to show you guys that if you also like Paula Vaughan and you're a little intimidated, she does have some charts that are not as massive. So my featured FFO is, now you can see how dirty my desk is with everything that's on it. So this is, let me turn my light off. That really doesn't help much, does it? So this is Summers Remembered by Paula Vaughan. I had originally had this framed in 2009, and then I had it reframed in 2016. And I don't know, can you see the bubbles in the fabric? Ooh, did you see that? I almost dropped that. I think maybe right there you can see there's a line right there. So every time I show this, I say the same thing. I've got to get it reframed. I will get rid of this huge, massive mat. Maybe I'll take it apart and ask my husband to mat it or to frame it for me. Anyways, so that is my featured FFO. I have stitching. I have no starts. Although I had thought about starting that cardinal chart that Beth had given me for my stepdad, because today is his birthday. He would have been, what, 83 or 84? I had thought of starting it, but I don't have it kitted up, so may or may not get that started, and we'll see. So no starts, no finishes. I actually have a bunch of stitching. My needle was going this week. I have some goodies that I bought from the Stitch Niche. My best friend, when we met, when I went to Arlington, I met up with her and her husband. We had lunch. My husband and I had lunch with my best friend and her husband, and she gave me birthday presents and she gave me cross stitch stuff. So, and then Arlene gave some quilt magazines. So I will show all you that. And then I do have a giveaway that I will give at the end of the, well, I'll do it after the stitching if I remember. And then before the goodies. I've heard some YouTubers say that people don't like to hang around for the, the goodies, the stash enhancement or adding to your collection, or however you want to put it. So I'm going to try to remember to show the giveaways before adding, the stuff from my collection and after the stitching. First of all, sorry, I don't know what's up with my throat. Caroline Farrell, this is coming across the pond to you. Congratulations. This was last week's giveaway. It's the spring stitching seasons by Stitching with the Housewives. So this is going to Caroline. I will get that out hopefully tomorrow. All right, let's start with my stitching. So this week I was cleaning up my my giveaway bin, and I had actually found the chart version of love songs. I have been stitching out of the Best of Paula Vaughan book, but I found that, so I started using that. Well, anyways, so Love Songs by Paula Vaughan. I've been working on this. This is my chart that I've been doing a little bit every day or every couple days to try to get progress on. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where it is now. As you can see, I added that flower and then that stem and leaves, and I started working on there. After I got that done, I realized, so that's Leah. On this section here, I had actually done the back stitching. My goal was to do a page, do the back stitching. Then I noticed that this area does not have the back stitching. So I did just a smidge of back stitching, I think around, I believe, that flower, and I started on that flower. So probably next week you will see more back stitching than progress over here, because I want to get this page completed. Fabric is, again, the old Charles Craft 14 count, I think it's Oatmeal Aida, and I'm using all the called for DMC. So that is my progress with Paula. Next is Tudor Rose Viscornu by Heartstrings Samplery. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And that is my progress. So as you can see, I added more leaves. I started that flower there, and then I started to come down to this that big flower right there. Fabric is a 32 count cream Belfast linen, and I think I'm using the called for. If not, it's colors that are very similar. And that is my Viscornu. All right. Next is Come As You Are and Sit a While by Needle Bling Designs. That's what it's going to look like. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where it is now. Fabric is 14 count Alchemy by Picture This Plus, and it is a monochromatic design. I am using Coloring Cotton Prussian Blue. So I basically did this part of the W. And it is very easy. You know, it's one of those where you don't have to pay attention much because you are using just one strand of floss. All right, next, this is My Stitching in Me by My Big Toe. That's what it's gonna look like. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where it is now. I didn't complete, but I was working on the vine and flowers down the bottom. So this was a January WIPGO call. On my board for this year, I just have the projects that are called are just to work on them 3 days. So this includes the 3 days. Actually, all of this here is the 3 days. So this may go away for a little bit. Although I'm pretty close. You know, I just have to do this part here and then I'm done. We'll see. All right, my next is monthly markings. This is what it's going to look like when I get it done. And this is by Heart in Hand. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where it is now. I finished the February box, which was just the little arrow. And then I started on the March box. The colors are, basically, I'm pulling my own colors. And so that is where it's at now. I apologize for my voice. I don't know why it's all froggy today. The fabric is 14 count Twilight Dyed Effects by Fabric Flair. And as I said, I'm basically pulling my own colors. I had started out doing the Kimberly Jolly conversion, and then, excuse me, her colors are a little too like muted and light pastel-y, so I'm changing them as I go along. All right, so next is my little friend Mirabilia. What's going on here? At the Met. Last time I had showed you that I had a counting error and I was off by 1 strand. And I don't remember who it was. Somebody had mentioned in the comments to do 1/1 around the face or the hairline to get me back on. And so that's what I decided to do instead of ripping out the skin of the face. So this is where it was last time you guys saw it. And this is where she is now. Look at all that progress I did. So I don't know if you can see at the top of her face there, I did do a line of 1/1 to get the band that goes across here, get that even. I am not doing this area right in here. There are beads and there are some floss colors right in there. I am going to leave that to the end when I start beading. And after I put the beads in, if there's an area there that needs some floss, then I will put that in at that point. So I worked basically on, whoops, get back here. I worked basically on finishing her hair down here and then all that skin. But luckily most of it is all the same color, that skin color. A lot of that's all the same, so that was pretty easy. And she was also a January WIPGO to work 3 days on. And working on it this week, I got 2 days in, so therefore my 3 days on her is complete. But I had her on the board for a couple, at least twice on my board, and I believe she got pulled again for March, so you'll be seeing her hopefully again soon. Oh, and the fabric is 28 count Stormy Gray. Stormy Gray? Let me double check. Something gray. It's a Wiechelt. It's a 28 count. It is Stormy Gray. And I am using all the called for floss. All right, last piece that I worked on this week was Little House Needleworks ABC sampler. This is where it was last time you guys saw it. And that's where I'm at. Fabric is 28 count doubloon. And I think I have all of the called for. So I worked on that motif and those 3 acorns. I don't know if you can tell, the acorn top is got a slightly different color than the acorn bottom. That is there. They are the called for, but they are so very similar, but I'm leaving them. So that is where ABC sampler is. And I had actually, while I was stitching last night, instead of ABC, I think I'm just going to put my initials SLB. And then that'll be it. So that's all my stitching for the week. I got quite a bit done. All right, so let's go on to giveaways. So I had somebody give me a big old box of stuff to either keep or give away. So I'm gonna, my giveaway box is full. So I am going to be giving away stuff at least for a little while. I'm going to try, I don't know if it's going to be every week, or every other week that I'm going to try to do giveaways because there's a lot of stuff here. So the normal giveaway rules for YouTube: do not say win, do not say giveaway, do not say free. Please be over 18. Please, if this is a chart that you're actually going to stitch or add to your collection, I don't want you winning it and then turning around and giving it away, because I don't look at the value of the charts that I'm giving away. I know I have out of print charts, and I don't know, they may be very, if you were to go to eBay, they may be on the pricier side to buy. I don't look at that. I'm just giving them away. So if you're going to add them to your collection, you're going to stitch them. That's the only people that I want winning these. And I'm not responsible for what happens after I hand these off to the Postal Service. All right. So number 1, you just saw me stitching this one. Needle Bling Designs. This is Farmhouse Welcome. Come as you are. So this is going to be number 1. So in the comments, if you see a chart that you like, in the comments, you're going to put the number that corresponds with it. So this is number 1, Needle Bling Design. And these are all, other than that one, they're all St. Patrick's Day March related. So this is a very Victorian shamrock sampler by, I have no idea, Elaine Bennett. That is the name, and that is the chart. Now there are additional stitches in this chart that is not just cross stitch. Satin stitches, small cross stitch, Algerian eyelet. So there are additional stitches in there, just to let you know. Next one is Creative Moments, St. Patrick's Day banner. And a lot of these are old charts. So that is the name. That is the chart. So this is number 3. Number 4 is Michelle Inc. Needlework Designs Band O' Green. So that's the name. That is the chart. And that is the designer. And I see Smyrna crosses. So I'm guessing there's more than just cross stitch in it. All right, next is by the Sweetheart Tree. This is the Shamrock Sampler. So the Sweetheart Tree, that is the sampler. And it's called Shamrock Sampler. This is number 5. And let me see if there's stitches in this other than just cross stitch. Back stitch, scotch stitch, oblique, herringbone stitch. So there's additional stitches in this other than cross stitch. Number 6 is This and That for the Irishman. This is Spinning Wheel. So that is the name of the chart. And then those are the little charts that are included in the chart. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 little cross stitch charts in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. This is Shepherd's Bush, March. So there is the chart. And then it's Shepherd's Bush, and it's just called March. And it does come, there are 2 beads that come with it. All right, so this is number 7. All right. So next week we will see who wins those. All right, so my trip to Arlington. Well, first of all, let me show you my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me arrived. It is bright. Oh my goodness, look at that fabric. It is called Sorbet. Isn't that pretty? And I get the 32 count, all colors. All right, so trip to Stitch Niche in Arlington. So when I go into the cross stitch store, I have gotten to the point where I just grab a bunch of floss. I usually grab the areas that have more, if they have a bunch of the same color, I tend to grab them, unless I know for sure that I have a bunch of that color. So I grabbed some floss. I grabbed a couple charts. Now when I go to Stitch Niche, I don't see a lot of charts that I like there. I tend to get floss and fabric when I go. So I did pick up fabric. I have a 28 count. This is called Pewter. It's gray. It's a darker gray, or like a bluey gray. It says it's fabric flare. You can see a little bit there. And this is 32 count X2 Dapple Brown. And this is, the maker is Rogue, R-O-G-U-E, and the color is Freeze. So this is a 28 count. I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. I want to say Sand by Picture This Plus. So got that one. And this is, did I get 2 of the same? I guess I did. The exact same thing. I got a second piece of 28 count. And then this is also from Rogue. This is called Vapors. And this is right there. That's the color. Very pretty. So that is a new dyer to me. I'll let you know how I like them. And Stitch Niche always has project bags. They have a project bag maker that always drops off bags. And you know me, I love my project bags. So this is mysticmeadowcreations.com. Oops. And this is the bag that I got. Isn't that pretty? All right. My pile of things to put away is getting too big. So I did tell you that my best friend gave me some birthday stuff. Look at the cup. I haven't used this yet because I've been waiting to show you guys, but this is going to be my favorite cup from now on. And she bought me a Jan Lynn kit. Look at that. And it's the 14 count Aida with all the floss. So I'll have to get this started. Isn't that pretty? All right, so Arlene did give me some things. I'm going to add this to a giveaway some other time. She had said she had won this, but she's not going to stitch it. It is a pre-printed, like a canvas type thing, you know, and that's what it says. So this will be a giveaway sometime. She gave me a finishing a snow globe that she had won. And then a whole bunch of quilting magazines. So I'm going to go through them first to see if there's anything that I want. And then, oh, isn't that pretty? Oh. Isn't that pretty? And I'm not going to do that. And at some time I may give these away. So, all right, that is all I've been up to this week. I was supposed to go away this weekend. That's not happening. So my hubby and I may do like a date night, like dinner, movie, or range or something. Next week, nothing spectacular going on, so I will be back for a regular update video on next Friday, March 10th. So until I see you guys again, I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.